Hi, Nicolas. Thanks for joining me today. And I wanted to talk about a post I just did.
Like, there are times where, like, when I was drawing the bubbles, I was like, does this look right? Does this look right? Like, stuff like that, I think, stresses me out to be in those thoughts.
Okay, so it sounds like your inner critic.
My mom's a Virgo, my sister's a Virgo.
So you
We're all
have the
Virgos here.
perfectionism Virgo, your one Enneagram, which is perfectionism. Yeah, so we do have strengths and weaknesses in our that have a pattern to them. Your ego's going to grab on that pattern and your wounded ego is going to expand on that. So even when you were bullied as a kid, I'm sure your ego, along with your Virgo and your one Enneagram, was like, you're not perfect. This is a problem. So I feel like that is really big for you. So now we know where it is, where it's coming from, which answers the question of when did you first not feel enough? And then attending to that feeling. So do you ever talk to the feeling, like give it a name? Because it sounds again like you've got this perfectionist inner child.
No, I don't have a name. So there's just like so much sometimes of what I'm feeling. Like it can be so much that sometimes I just don't want to do it. Like sometimes
Sure.
it's like exhausting. Like I'm sure as like I'm getting emotional. As like we're both water signs in our moon, it's just like it's so intense. I don't want to feel sometimes and I just want to keep working. Like I wish I could work that way sometimes and just not feel and just keep working because I love creating. And it's just like, I'll probably just call him perfect. Mr. Perfect.
What I'm sensing is what you were describing, how your whole body kind of hurts, like it. Would you describe like when you blow into a balloon? That what I'm seeing is whatever feeling you have, your ego, perfect ego, is trying to create a defense. And what I'm picturing is like inside your entire body, like pushing against, treat your body's the balloon and pushing against your body. Do you see what I'm saying? Your perfect ego within has had to do this since you were a little boy. So he's been doing this your whole life. And you're reacting. And so the longer it goes, it's almost like the more dramatic it can become.
Because that's why it's showing up in the body.
Because your body's actually kind of worn out from it. Your body's like, we have kind of all these pieces that are working together, but the ego within is kind of really tiring your body. And so then, of course, you're going to have the feeling of, this is tiring. So then what does ego do? Whenever you have a feeling, ego reacts to the feeling. So ego's like, it's tiring now. Now what? Like ego's constantly grasping for another solution or giving you a negative message. The biggest thing we can do in those moments is just to not judge the feeling. And maybe, and I know sometimes it's just too tired, but again, that's ego then reacting like, it's wrong to be tired. It's wrong to have that feeling. I mean, that's literally what ego's doing. It's wrong. You shouldn't do that. You should be able to keep working. Just work through it. I mean, that's what ego's going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what I would like to do is give myself more breaks and really feel that and tune into that. Because when I did take a break, it felt so great. Like I think maybe I took like a 30 minutes to an hour break of just laying on the grass, singing and dancing and really massaging and what is it called? Like stretching my neck. I really was pulling out my fingers, just, really feel into them because there was such a huge part of me that didn't want to feel, but it was like, no, we have to feel. We need to. When I'm drawing today, I'm going to listen to the perfectionist. I'm going to listen to him and see what he has to say. And like, actually, when those thoughts get too loud and my fingers get hurt, I'm going to be like, okay, let me pause. And then I'll actually get to know him better.
Yeah, I wonder. I just pictured you asking him, if I were to draw you, what do you look like?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think part of my huge practice is like really tuning into the artistic part that's imperfect, like really embracing all the mistakes I make in the drawing and letting that be part of the art piece because that's what causes, I think, pain too, is when it's not perfect, it hurts my body, because it's like my body wants to let it be imperfect. My body just wants to let it be, versus the perfectionist part is like, it needs to look up like a perfect circle. Otherwise, we need to trash it. People won't like it. People won't love it. We can't have it be that way.
Because you have this little inner, you have this little inner child within from you when you were a kid who was told he's not right, he's not perfect. And so that's what gets aroused. And that's where the barrier comes up, where your ego inner child is just like, I don't like how this feels, let's create a barrier, and is fighting almost. See, the ego inner child is so misguided in thinking that it's helping you. But look what he's doing. He's causing your body to feel this way. Or have bodily reactions. So absolutely. I like what you're doing. I like the getting outside, dancing, singing. I do that too. In fact, whenever I do an energy session, I did an energy session last night, and I've learned how to fully detach and just let the divine love force energy flow through me. I'm just a conduit of love. And so I don't take on their stuff, but once in a while, what they share is kind of a lot. And I remember afterwards, like I danced a little bit, was singing a song, and just so what I'm doing is I'm reminding my body, I'm reminding all my inner children who I really am. I am love, joy, and peace. I may have had a moment of worry, and I heard the worry, and I brought the love in. Because I had a moment of worry of like, dang, that was a lot. I hope I don't take that on. And I know I've practiced not taking it on, but I heard it and I was like, okay, I've got love for you. And so it becomes very natural. You know, in the beginning, you almost have to have those conversations and really be like, okay, hello, feeling. I see you. I hear you. I've got love for you. Or even ask it, how are you feeling? Tell me more. And go through that process. But now I can do it pretty quickly. So, okay, that was really positive. Thank you. Of course. Do you feel more empowered like today with when those feelings come in, understanding even more how strong this perfect ego is within, and that how you can bring that love in?
I think it just will take some practice. Like I know how to listen to my inner child. Like I think I'm really great at that now, because I do it every morning. Like it's like as soon as I wake up, it kicks on.
I believe in your resilience.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, phenomenal. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye-bye.